Hey everyone, this is Roland here. Welcome and thank you for being here. And today I am talking about truth. And there is so much truth out there, but not all truth is truth. And as sons and daughters of God, our truth is in Jesus. He is the truth. Real truth is found in Him, and that's why we need to be careful about where we get the truth that we are currently holding on to. Is it based on what He tells us, on the Word of God, or is it based upon something we heard in the news, or something we read on Facebook, or on a WhatsApp group, or someone in authority told us, right? And as I look at the Word of God, I think of Gideon, and he had a truth that he lived by, and that was, I am the least of the least. And we know this because in the Word, when the angel of the Lord came to him, that's what he told the angel, that I'm the least of the least, right? But that was a truth that was given by man, by people. But the important thing to note is that God had a truth for him, but not just any truth. God had the truth for him. And God's truth for his life was that he was the mighty man of valor. And that's why I keep on saying, or I say, is that it's important that we go to the right place to get our truth, that we go to the Word of God, we go to Jesus, because He is our truth. He is the source of truth, right? And in Him we find our truth. And then I think of one more example, and that's the woman with the issue of blood. And she had, for 12 years, was dealing with an ailment. But the answer was always the same from doctors that she went to, and that was she couldn't get a cure, that there was nothing she could do about this ailment that she had. And that's the truth she was being told. But then she heard about Jesus. She heard about the truth. She heard about all that He was doing. And by faith, she abandoned the truth she had been told. And she went and she touched the hem of His garment and received her healing. And that's so important to know, because it's also, I wanted to highlight, is that this truth that she had been told for 12 years was no match for Jesus. I mean, I don't know how long it took for her to touch the hem of His garment, but that as soon as she did, this other truth that she had heard for 12 years was no match. It evaporated, and the truth took effect in her life, and she was healed. And that is why, again, it's important. Where are we getting the truth that we are currently holding on to about our lives, about our business, about who we are, about our purpose? And we need to go to Jesus. We need to go to His Word, because His truth is more powerful than any other truth that we hear and that comes our way. And one other thing that I want to touch on and that I want to end with is that the truth that we get, the real truth that we get from Jesus, it frees, it liberates, right? And that's what we see happen in these people that I talked about. But the truth from the wrong source, it brings fear, right? It binds, it chains us up, and it limits what God can do or how we see God. So that is why it's important to look to Jesus, to make sure that we're getting the real truth, and we're getting truth based upon the Word of God, right? So that is my encouragement to you. And I've come to the end of this episode, and I will see you next week, and God bless.